Hi, I'm Francie. I work at the Brentwood Library. Stacy asked me if I would give you a tour of my garden to show you some of the native plants that are attractive to birds. I'm new to bird watching, thanks to Stacy, but I have lots and lots of flowers. The first thing I'm going to show you is, this is Solomon's seal. It's actually not on the Audubon list of native plants that are attractive to birds. That's where I looked and it was very helpful. But, so birds may not like this, but I have looked before and it is a native plant, so other things do like it. Alrighty, gonna come down here. I have two different evening primrose. We've just had a nice rain, which is wonderful for my plants, but these don't look all that great. But this is an evening primrose. It's pink. I have another one that's yellow, and that is native. Come along here. These are tiger lilies. I'm about to have my first one bloom right there. I was hoping that this was going to be native, and I found something that looked similar to it on the Audubon site. It was called a Michigan lily, and the flowers looked just like it. It was orange with the black polka dots, and I did a search to see if I could find out what the difference was, and I found that tiger lilies actually have these little bulbets. They're tiny, they look like seeds, but they're actually little plants, and they'll fall off and a plant will come from that. The native Michigan lily does not have this, so this is not native, but I still love it. Alrighty, so let's walk around here. I'll show you some more things that I have in my garden. Got lots of daylilies. Daylilies are not native. They're absolutely beautiful though. We do have some irises that are native. There are lots and lots of irises. Some of them are not. Right back here, this is another evening primrose. It's yellow. It's just finished blooming. That is native. And this is one of the coolest plants that I have. It's really, really tall. Some of these are 6 feet tall. It is called common milkweed, and it is something that you have to have. The monarch butterfly has to have the common milkweed in order to go through its life cycle. These I've had about 3 years. I've got so many right now. The first year I just had 3. I did not plant them, so I'm thinking a bird planted them. They are absolutely gorgeous, and they smell so good. The bees love them. The birds love them. And they are perennials. Come right over this way. I had some poppies. Poppies are not native. They've just finished blooming. Beautiful little seed heads there. Come over here. I have these crazy onions. They have little bulbs that are on the end of their, like that. So each one of those bulbs can be planted and it'll be another onion. You'll never run out of green onions if you have these. They're fabulous. They're called Egyptian walking onions though, because when they fall over like that, they may have a new plant and look like they're walking across. They're not native, but they are fun. Now this is another native. This is columbine. It is finished blooming. The flowers were red with a yellow center, absolutely beautiful. I get lots of little seedlings from these. They're actually biennials, so you'll get a small plant the first year and they'll bloom the next year. That is native. I've got plenty to share. Coming right over here, more poppies. These beautiful purple coneflowers, these are native. And up near my mailbox I have these also, and I have black-eyed Susans. Those are also native. They're not blooming right now, so I won't take you up there to show you those, but the birds love these, and I will leave the seed heads through the winter to give them something to eat. Here's another cool plant right here, and I have tons and tons of these. They just haven't started blooming. This is the very first couple, and that's a blackberry lily. It is not native, but it is a fun one. We'll walk right over this way where I've got a couple of more natives. I have Coreopsis tickseed, this pretty little yellow perennial. And it's called tick seed because the seeds look like little black ticks. They bloomed earlier in the year. I cut them all back, and so this is actually a second bloom. I have lots of seeds of this and other seeds in the library, seed library. I don't know if you all know about that. When you first walk into the library and go into that main section, there is a little wooden box that has an A through Z drawers. We would love for you to save some of your seeds and add to that. More crazy onions right there. And the last thing that I have is yarrow. This is absolutely beautiful. This is a native plant. It has absolutely beautiful leaves, beautiful white flowers. So if you'll go to the Audubon site and look under native plants for birds, I hope that you'll find some that you have in your garden. And if you would like any of these, I have plenty to share. Just let me know. Thank you. Bye.